is management Zen. What is management Zen? Well, management Zen is what you need to help you fight against chaos in your company. As a CEO, you're being bombarded by people and things on finance and personnel, and there's always a phone call and one you want to make and not make. And reminds me of when I was in Tokyo some years ago, and I'm at the airport, and there's a big crowd around, and it was actually a chaotic event. And I went over to see what it was. And what it was a bunch of people looking at this little toy that does this. Whoa. And that is chaos. And as you can see, there's really only so much of that you can take. So when you're trying to manage the chaos, the first thing you need to do is to manage yourself. That's not easy. It's not a sprint. It's more like a marathon. Manage yourself. And it reminds me of being with a friend of mine who was running a fabrication firm out in Virginia. And he did things for the CIA, and everything was urgent and important, and some things lives depended on. And I walked up to him one day and I said, "How you doing?" And he paused and he thought for a minute. And then he smiled and he said, "You know, I just let this run all over the top of my head." Now, there's an example of somebody who has achieved management Zen. He knew that no matter what he did, some things are not going to work out well, but it didn't bother him. And it allowed him to continue to be focused on the key objectives so that he could be successful. And that is management Zen.